Hello and welcome to Simply Linux and the very first episode of Back in Time, where I'm going to be looking at distributions from back in the day. Today we are looking at Mandrake 9. Mandrake is a distribution I used to use from way back in the late 90s, after mid 90s, 97, 98, somewhere around there. I first found Mandrake after using Slackware, Red Hat, and a couple of others I forget, but I did use the distro hop back in the day. They used to come on a magazine as a CD or DVD, but it would have been CD. Anyway, this comes on 2 CDs, which should be interesting, and I've just booted up, and when it boots you get to this screen. So if I can just Control C this to make it bigger for you. Now the interesting thing about Mandrake 9 or Mandrake in general, it is a GUI installer, and you have the instructions down the bottom here where you can scroll down, but you could also jump to different drives. So we'll start at the beginning. And I'll scroll up a bit because there we have English United Kingdom for me, and we will click OK. And here's the introduction: the operating system and different components available in Mandrake. Sorry about that, my phone went ding, distracted me. Okay, the operating system and different components available in, oh dear, what is going on? Mandrake Linux distributions shall be called the software products hereafter. The software products include, but are not restricted to, the set of programs, method, rules and documentation related to the operating system and different components of the Mandrake Linux distribution. And then we have a EULA. Let me just tick that off there. License agreement. Please read this document carefully. This document is a license agreement between you and Microsoft SA, which applies to the software products. By installing, duplication or using the software products in any manner, you explicitly accept and fully agree and conform to the terms and conditions of this license. If you disagree with any portion of the license, you are not allowed to install, duplicate or use the software products. Any attempt to install, duplicate or use software products in this manner which does not comply with the terms and conditions of this license is void and will terminate your rights under this license. Upon termination of the license, you must immediately destroy all copies of the software products. Limited warranty. The software products and attached documentation are provided as is, with no warranty. Mandrake say will in no circumstances and to the extent permitted by law be liable for any special, incidental, direct or indirect damages whatsoever, including without limitation damages for loss of business, interruption of business, financial loss, legal fees, penalties resulting from a court judgment or any other consequential loss arising out to the user or the ability to use the software products, even if Mandrake Soft SA has been advised of the possibility or occurrence of such damages. Basically, you install this off your own bat and it is as is, and if it breaks and you ruin your business, tough, we don't want to know. Limited liability linked to possessing or using prohibited software in some countries, and so on and so forth. I won't read the whole thing, but it was basically released on GPL and governing laws. You could either accept this or refuse. If you refuse, obviously the install is going to Right, so we have two options here. We have choose the following installation. We can do recommended or expert, and we can do install, or we can just upgrade the packages. If you're coming from Linux, Mandrake Linux 8, you could just do the upgrade or upgrade the packages only, which is rather cool. Okay, do you have any disks or SCSI interfaces? No, I'm actually using all, I'll think of the word in a minute, IDE for this VM. What kind of format? I'm just going to go standard for this. UK keyboard is yes. Okay, security level. Security administrator. Okay, choose the desired security level. Standard for all computers connected to the internet as a client. Higher, and paranoid is basically closed and good luck using some stuff. So, well, just click next on that. And we come to the Drake, disk Drake. So what we'll do is we want to click on a partition here and we want to create one. And we'll have a size at, yeah, that'll do. And it could be a primary partition. It will be external XC, and it's already sorted out that it's going to be main point / OK. We could also do options here, and the reason we need to do options because we need to set any of these if you wish, which I don't. I will click OK. We'll create here a tiny little swap of 500 megabytes, which will do fine. Okay, and just let me do this here just for a moment and see if there's anything I missed here. Useful loop back, main point, blah blah. Nope, all done. Partition drive table of HDA is written to disk. Okay, we have done that. Choose the program we wish to format. We will format both of those. Are they already selected? I think so. Okay, if you have order CDs, click OK, select them, then click OK. I do have both of these, so I can go straight ahead. And here we come to the package group selection. Now, if you're not interested in doing Office, we can click that off and click that off. And we can click that off and click that off. And basically, there'll only be like individual packages selection at the bottom selected there. But what we'll do is we'll do Office, we'll do games, some multimedia and internet. We get a network computer client, we'll have some configuration tools, science tools and console tools. I'm not interested in any of that. I'm not interested in any of that. Graphical environments. Just let my mouse get down here and it won't let me. Oh, there we go. We'll have KDE and we'll have Gnome. We won't have any individual packet selection. And we'll carry on. Boom. You have selected the following servers: Postfix and WebMe. Are you sure you want to install these? Absolutely. And it goes into the install. Actually, I'm unsure where it's actually installing to regarding my machine. So bear with me. Mandrake running on. Okay, it's running to normal drive anyway, a spinning rust. And the install said it'll take about 5 minutes. Well, 6 minutes, it's going up. And this is 2002 when we had graphical installs. This is when Debian still had CLI, Slackware had CLI, and a lot of other distros were still installing by command line, let alone swapping between differing parts of the install. Right, hopefully soon you could be saying, can you please enter disk 2? As this OS did come on 2 CDs or a DVD. Actually come on more than 2 CDs, but I found 2. And the installer was only looking for 2. So I did install both of those, downloaded both of those from the interwebs. Basically I've done a Mandrake Linux 9 search in your favourite search engine, and that's what it found. Okay, my CPU's ramping up a bit, getting a bit warm there. Right, okay, you're saying please insert disk 2. I'm going to have to come out of scale mode remote and insert disk 2. So I'm going to have to go to insert, choose disk image. I'm going to hunt for Mandrake CD2 and click open, and it has inserted itself. I'm going to click OK on the button there. I will then rescale it. There we go. So you can see Open Office is being installed. So I know we're getting Open Office and Pilot Link, and there'll be a lot of stuff here that you'll recognise regardless of the age of your distro. So it's just still installing. Got about a minute to go. I must admit it's a very blue theme I have to the installer. Very blue, blue on blue. I'll go in the post install configuration. And it's asking us for our password, where we can write our root password. So we'll do that right now. Of course you could have no password, which will be silly actually. Right, we enter our username for our first user, and our password there, and we could actually change the colours of what the icon there to log in with. I'll have a fish, why not? And we accept that user, and then we click done. It's asking me the window manager to run, and we have choice of KDE, Gnome, ISD and IceWM. I will leave it at KDE. I do believe this version ran KDE 3. Okay, welcome to network configuration. Use auto detect. Oh, I didn't do that, did I? But that's okay. LAN. Found Intel Core Google International Network Interface. Do you have another one? No. We can have DHCP and we'll have it start up boot. Okay. Host name, Mandrake 9. Oops. 9, no space Ali. ACT epoxy, don't need that. Okay, so the summary is a PS2 keyboard, PS2 mouse keyboard, Young London, no printers, and the sound card is an Intel chipset. We will click OK with that. Choose services which we started automatically at boot time. So we can come down here and we can actually turn on and off the services that System V will either turn on or turn off. I am actually just going to leave that as it is for now. 30 services for it's registered. I'm not sure what's under the other box here. Oh, charging, date, time, yeah, echo, that kind of thing. So we'll leave all that going. Preparing the bootloader, and Lilo or Grub will be installed for the bootloader. So we have Lilo with graphical menu. I can't get out to the thingy bit there. There is a small glitch, of course. We have Grub, Lilo graphical, Lilo text, so we'll leave Grub. Lilo. And we'll leave that bit there, done. And that's the bootloader, and it is. Okay, do you want just in case enough, would you like one of these floppies? No. And then we get into the graphical part of the install here for setting up the graphics, although it's already sorted out some kind of graphical install for the X Windows because we're using it now to sort this. So we have generate plug and play, flat panel, etc. So I'm going to do a flat panel 14 by 1050. I'm on 1080, so 1050 will give me a few pixels at the bottom there. Now I can click OK. When we have virtual card, it has correctly selected that. It's asking me which X3 axis do I want to have. Now at the time 4.2.1 had just come out, but you could have the more stable 3.36 if you needed it. I am going to choose the later one. Okay, so it's telling me to choose resolution and depth, and I'm telling it 1400 by with 16 million colours. I will click OK. Do I want to test this? And then do I? So bear with me. And if it fails, of course, it will kick back after a few seconds to say no, that was wrong. Can't do nothing because I literally have no keys here. So I really can't do anything at this stage. So I've probably just bought Mandrake up on the Graphicals, which is fine. Okay, we know we got boots installed. So let me just HTTPI shut down if I can. Okay, you see me that this doesn't appreciate being shut down. Let's just power off then. And we'll go to the settings here and we'll choose another X server. Oops, well, I don't know what I'm doing all the way down there either. So let's just do VBox VGA for now. And we'll start Mandrake off again. And I will just hit enter. Okay, so please choose installation method. Okay, let me see if I can just and it does, in fairness, try to say, listen, bless it, man. I do like that actually. It doesn't just give up so easily, and you can see it's September 22nd, 2002, which is when it was released. So let me close this again, and I will boot off the hard drive, because I do remember booting Lilo. So let's power off the machine, and what we'll do is, actually I don't need to do that, let's just remove that from the machine, and we'll just start the VM off its hard drive, which it is. And of course it's found some bad stuff because it wasn't cleanly mounted, because I just turned it off in a haste. Which is cool. So it's trying to bring up a 0, which I hope it will. It's brought up to sound, IN10 audio, brought up admin, and now at the root login. Now, this is the release 9 Dolphin, so I'm going to log in this root, because I did already make the password for that, and I'm going to go straight conf and see if that works. Yes, straight conf is there. Add units, bulk connection sharing, display configuration, which is what I actually need because I goofed. Now let's go that other one again. Oh, it isn't there, is it? Oh, it is. We will try Visa this time, because I don't believe there is. Well, there is VMware, but we'll try it. Would I like to test it? Yes. No device is detected, so that's fine. We can always go back to Visa. Oops. And options and quit. Yes. Yes. Right, let's see if I can start X actually. And we can. Okay, and it's immediately saying, well, you can log out because you're in a root, you wish to do this. I do actually. So we can do service, PM stop, and then we'll start the service again, which will bring us to our graphical menu. Or I'm hoping it does. And I'll go full screen here, Control F for full screen. Okay. From here we can go next. We can choose a graphical desktop. Now we can either choose Gnome, and it gives us a little screenshot in the background of what, this is rather cool by the way, I do like this a lot. And of course you can change the theme and see what difference it makes in this little window here that we are choosing from. Default Gnome, Thin Ice Gorilla, Metal Echo, or default Mandrake. You can also choose KDE. If you wish to KDE, you can have KDE Redmond, KDE Platinum, or KDE Solaris. So I'm going to actually choose Platinum for that one if I was going anywhere. And of course we've got IceWM as well, and that's what IceWM will look like, although it seems to be having the GIMP up there, and so on and so forth, and no themes are available. So we'll choose KDE for our first one. Next. What personal data do we collect? Next. Next. And next, because I don't need to input any stuff there at all. Oops, lost it there, and finish. So now we're logging into KDE 3. Oh right, I quite like that sound actually. Right, let's see what we got under the bonnet here. We have got under arcade, Clan Bomber, Nextrees, Frozen Bubble, Gibbles, Nobot, El Breakout, Catron, Mules, etc. etc. Ball games we got Gatax, Gines, mostly known apps here, known mines, etc. And then we come down to the KDE apps like K-Backgammon, K-Mahjong, K-Reverse I, K-Move4, same name I used to love by the way. I do like this game. Don't know why, I just do. And it was just a game that where you could get as many inner line as you can. You don't get any points for these lot, but you do for these. So I used to do it. I mean, I'm not expecting to win this because I'm not even concentrating or thinking about it. And the idea is to get all the balls away. Well, I'm just concentrating on trying to get the reds gone. That's the reds gone. Now I'm going to have a problem with that blue there, innit? So actually I'm going to do it this way. And there we go. And I've cleared the board. So yeah, that's how we play that. We'll put you up there. I don't know if K-Screen is actually on here on version 3. We've got no talk, GFTP of course, instant messaging, everybody. I can't remember what everybody is actually. What is everybody? Oh, everybody. Screen name, password, and you could do your screen services of AIM.
Here are some results from the web.
Thank you. Well, I didn't even ask you. ICQ, Jabber and Yahoo. We could actually use Yahoo, which was cool in the day. I can't hit the cancel button because I'm having a bit of trouble in the VM with the mouse pointer and this version of X, I have to admit. We have the control center, which we can come back to. Graphics and sound. We have Eyes and Gnome, Electric Eyes, G Photos there, Cooker for our scanning, Sketch, the GIMP. The GIMP is an early time, 2000 was the last time this was updated for this distribution. And I'm just hitting continue here. And this is the GIMP. And it has to be versioned really low, 1.2.3. And it was all in separate windows at this time, which nobody seemed to like at the time. We still have the right click logouts and all that kind of business functionality there, including a run command, configure desktop, although on Trinity we have a terminal here now. But that's all cool. Under configuration, of course, we've got boot and image, GDM configuration, sysv image configuration. Under hardware, we've got hard drive, K-floppy, kiwi disk, mounting utility, file browsing, associations, system, web browsing, networking. We have netconf and KWFTPD, which is a FTP daemon. Whether we've got change passwords and all that kind of business. Userconf, user Drake. We've got no RPM to install packages. We also had installed software through its own URPMI. We had the Mandrake sources, of course, and we had K-package as well, where we could actually have a look at different packages and so on. And the cool thing about this is, of course, the file list will tell you the files that are needed, not needed, are included in the particular RPM package of the time. So that's very cool. We have the Trinity control center. We also have terminals. We have eTerm, Ardix BT, Gnome Terminal. So bring up Gnome Terminal. As you can see, you can load Gnome Terminal. And I'm still having trouble with the mouse. Sorry if I rise it up, it's weird. I'll have a look at console as well. We'll do a help about actually. Console 1.1.3 using KDE 3.0.3, so it's KDE 3 as I thought. When I'm here, I can have a look at see what she's running here, and it's 2.4.19. I doubt if there was anything like HTOP running at all at the time. There wasn't, but there was top. And so we're looking at top now. It's been up 10 minutes. And see the memory is using an average around about 206 meg. If I'm reading that correctly, it's 206 megabytes of RAM. There is another app that will help me decide what that is, of course, and that will be Casey's Guard or whatever. So yeah, this is like KDE 3. You know what it looks like. You've seen my Trinity, and it is more or less the same, although we haven't looked at OpenOffice, and it is OpenOffice 1 and blah de blah de blah. Okay, and so on and so forth. Anyway, I can cancel that and go to help and about. Get 101 2002 Sun Microsystems. Very cool. So this is how it was back in the day. So let's log out and have a look at Gnome. As we know, it's installed. And as you can see, it boots rather quickly. This is not the new Gnome. This is an old Gnome. In fact, we will get a help about when we open one of the programs. No menu here. We've got accessories, calculator, file roller, etc. Gnome had its own menu because most of these were the KDE menus, because KDE was the normal kind of stuff. Anyway, let me open up a terminal, a Gnome terminal, because that would only be fair. And top, and it is running 206, so it was running lighter. Gnome was lighter than KDE. For those playing along at home, we knew this anyway. Gnome used to be the light version. But also had a lot more fun and toys back in the day as well. You could have them about myself, floppy, configuration editor, which you know as decomp editor or gcomp editor, which is still there back in the day. Home folder, of course, home folder using Nautilus. If we go home and about, you'll see that we run Nautilus 2.0.5 from 2001. And we have had a core. These core files here are actually what happens when you crash the machine. Yes. And then down here we have history, notes, if you want to write notes, and the tree itself. So Nautilus wasn't too bad back then. I didn't show the king of file browsers though, which is Conqueror. I'm just saying. Of course, we got the same stuff here. Office tools, use the internet, etc, etc. Browse the web. So do actually little shortcuts of, well, what would you like to do? Now Gnome used Galleon back in the day. No, don't import any from Netscape, and so on and so forth. So we'll finish that, and we got Welcome to Mandrake, which is actually a file on the hard drive, so it would render properly. Let me just resize that for you, and if I can increase the website pages, can I? Would it allow me to back in 2000? Well, I'm sure it would. So we got Welcome to Mandrake, thank you, blah blah blah, security updates, Mandrake expert, blah blah blah. All these links will be dead now apart from Linux today, but I'm not even sure if that's still around. Mozilla Linux taken up in community because they have no common encryption algorithms. Okay. So there's no chance to go to YouTube then. Let's see if there is actually a YouTube for this. Keywords YouTube, www.youtube. Yeah, fair enough. So Galleon can't really do much of like modern stuff as you would normally perceive to do. No, not at all. But that's just the way it is. But apparently there was another networking. www. We have Mozilla. So let's try Mozilla from back in the day. Convert program, blah blah. Again, it opens up with Mozilla there. Let me close this sidebar because I always thought that was pointless. Okay, let's try YouTube again. Yeah. Obviously it's not going to work, couldn't establish because certificate by YouTube is invalid or incomplete. So if you type to YouTube it will actually go there. We'll try Google. We'll try my site because my site's is just basically HTML. Oh, and there we go. So my site will render in an older browser because it just does. Of course, you've got screenshots and so on and so forth. The wallpaper site, which is incidentally broken. Yeah. So we do have all that kind of goodness going on. Yeah, all working fine there for Mr. Mozilla. Alright. So that is basically Gnome back when it was actually half decent. Because the configuration tools, XSS, advanced, panels, sessions, preferred applications, all there. And it used to be just better. I don't know why, it just was. No control center. Got the preferences here. Of course we could have the screensaver, see if there's any about. Let's go to Galaxy. That's attraction balls, we can preview that. Whee! Yeah, okay. But yeah, it was just, I don't know why, it was just better. Themes, of course we had a few themes. We did have a flat, Mandrake, metal, Redmond, thin ice, XFCE. Yes, XFCE. Back then. XFCE light, XFCE basic. You get the ideas. Clear ice, clear dark. Clear ice latest, crux and default. Backgrounds of course. You could have a default paper, but we have wallpaper stretches sets. So you could choose on here. Got flower and nature. There was only a couple of wallpapers. And if I just drop that out of the way. looking much better. But you could theme it more or less any way you wanted. There was also an advanced option here with 6 items behind it. It was for CCDB, sessions, preferred applications, the panel with your login photo. So we could go login photo, there's no image there, but let's see if there's anything to have a look with. No, I think. But that is Gnome from back in the day. We still had our 4 desktops and so on and so forth. And basically when you went to about Gnome, you've done this funky little animation in the background. And yes, you can actually move the window around, no problem. Neat tricks, very cool. Of course, under your actions, you got the run program, search for files, screenshot utility, logout and lock screen. So we will log out. Just gave us a nice little animation there. And we'll go back to KDE. Oh, actually, it automatically chooses your last login as I forgot about that. That's default. So when it says default, it actually means what you used last time. Oops. Everybody knows my password to me VMs by now. So we're back in back in KDE, and I cannot remember why. Alright, down the bottom we got K right. The Mandrake control sensor. That's why I'm here. Of course, this is a very early version, or an earlier version, of what you normally see now in a PC Linux OS. So we've got boot disk, boot config. If we tick it there, we can do auto login, that kind of stuff. Configure the boot group loader. It's now split into different places. And auto install. Hardware, we could have a hardware list where it will detect. You can see all the hardware stuff there used. Main points for the hard drives, DVDs, main NFS, Samba, all back in the day. And partition sharing, network connections, connection sharing. You could actually turn this into a kind of hotspot or a router. We have security levels, firewall of course. Here we could do the menus, system menu, user menu. I'm having trouble with the old messy poos again. There we go. Program scheduling, course, users, services, fonts. Of course we could get Windows fonts. If Windows is installed, you can actually pick up all the fonts from Windows. It was quite cool. Actually it really was. Let me escape out of that one. Oh dear, I am having such a problem with this darn mouse. I don't know why it's like. Maybe I'm being too quick with it. No, I seem to be creating my own problems here. If you have a look, it's like it's shifting itself there. And it's the X Windows itself that's the problem. Okay. Let's do that again. Alright, we've got software management where we could install, remove, update and have the sources manager. And we have CD2, CD3 and you could add updates from local files, HTTP, removable, security updates, that kind of thing. will do your, it wouldn't be apt. It was URPMI in Mandrake. We have our log viewer, where we can search for all the logs. We could even do them by day. So today's the first one. Sorry, go back. And go back. And we could search for that as well. And obviously nothing will be there because it don't exist. But that's all very cool. Because we can do the time and date, defines exactly. A console, menus, user, and backups. So you could organise your backups. You could use a wizard or an advanced app. And it used to rsync back in the day, so think of it as a time shift of its day. So anyway, that's a quick look round Mandrake 9 from 2002. I haven't opened many programs, have I? You can actually use the wing key and literally bring the menu up from literally anywhere. But I did show you a couple of things. The control center, of course, the KDE control center is very much like the one in my Trinity, my beloved Trinity. And it is my beloved Trinity. I do love this my OS. We've got the scene manager here, bear, and wood. I mean, yeah. Would you? I'm not sure. Of course, KDE back in the day was just far more configurable than anything else at that time. And it really was. But you know, it's all good. Taskbar behaviour, that kind of thing, style. And there's a few styles we had, cute motif. So we could like make it nice and rounder instead of sharp edges. If you like that one, just click apply, job done, whole style. So yeah, cute windows and platinum. And again, I can't hit apply because I can't reach it. But yeah, you get the idea of the KDE defaults. So on and so forth. Actually, I quite like that. So we could like, you know, and we could have GUI effects as well, like the combo effect. We could animate all this kind of stuff. Okay, system notification of course. Yeah, you get the idea now, right? Anyway, that is a look at Mandrake 9. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. And I hope to see you all again soon. And take care all. Anyway, just leave it logging out. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's part 1. If you have any more distros you would like me to throw on, either in VirtualBox or VMware, please let me know, I don't mind. Of course it's shut down there without giving me things, so we'll just close that, that's fine, we'll just power it off. ACPI wasn't what it is now. And yeah, I hope to see you all soon. Take care, have a very good night, and yeah, cheerio.